Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? What's been going on today? Not much really. Of course, I've made a very small Dear Darling Discord server. Join that if you want, if you're interested. I don't know. More direct way to communicate with me if you so choose. Or if you don't, up to you, to be honest. You do whatever you feel like. But thank you to those of you who have joined. So there you go. You got your own avenue to talk about good games with me if you want. But anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:56 PM on Monday, September 7th, 2020. Nothing to speak of today. I forgot to hold down left bumper. Wait, is it trigger? Trigger, there we go. To skip through, sorry Isabel, don't know what you said. Don't know what you said for the past few weeks, to be honest. That's a bit rude, I'm sorry. But we got another new Monday. We already knew who our visitor is for today. We got Laval. Oh yes, I did a lot of deep sea diving last night to try and get this fabled horseshoe crab, which I haven't found yet. I did a lot of deep sea diving apparently. 110,000. I found like two of what are they called? Oh, new seasonal items. I guess we'll go check it out right now, and also chat with LaBelle. We do have presents. We'll also about it afterwards. What are they called? A giant isopod? I don't know. I caught like quite a few of them when I was trying to catch just a regular old horseshoe crab. I've caught two new creatures though. We'll check out afterwards. Let's just see what new seasonal items are. A moon rug for moon viewing day. It's very pretty. I don't know what moon viewing day is though. I mean, I guess you view the moon. Probably something of that ilk, I don't know. So yeah, is that what I had to say? Yeah, I just wanted to mention the Discord server. If you're interested in that. There's not a huge amount of people, don't. Not expecting a huge amount either. As of course, we're a very small community, aren't we? But you know, if you ever want to join some random community, there you go. There's your random excuse. Now what we're going to talk about today. I was actually thinking about what to talk about today. And you know what? Last night when I had a wash, wait, hold on. There needs to be some context behind this. Also, my stomach just made a weird noise. I'm sorry. When we went to Cardiff, we did paintballing for the first time. Paintballing is not something I've done before. It's something that we've said as a friend in our friend circle. It's like, oh, we should do this. It's like, why don't we organise a paintballing trip one day? But then it's kind of awkward because there's not many like accessible paintballing places in our area. They can only be driven to by car, and at that time, of course, we were all teenagers. We couldn't drive. We could only take a train, or we could get our parents, I guess, to drop us. But we didn't want to do that. So we just never got around to paintballing. Even in fact, one of my friends, Matt, actually worked in a paintballing place for like a few years. I think I don't know when he started. It must have been around university time for us. So we're kind of busy, a lot of us, and couldn't really get it done. So we went to Cardiff this one time. We were like, let's do some stuff that we haven't really done before. So we did go-karting, which I think actually all of us have done before, now I think about it, and paintballing, which is something none of us, I believe, no, I think Ali's done it before, maybe. Hold on, how many presents did we just give out? We gave out 2, so we need 2 more wrapping paper, and we did that, and I gotta say, paintballing, it's interesting, is how I put it. If you don't know, well, I don't know how you wouldn't know what paintballing is. I suppose it's, you play whatever game mode you want. You have these paintball guns which shoot guns of little pellets filled... Oh, I forgot what we were doing. What theme did you want? I can't remember what theme you wanted. Well, hold on. Maybe I should pause the video and just check the recording and see what LaBelle wanted. That's my bad. Alright, it has been checked. She wanted a sporty outfit. That's doable. I mean, I don't know what she gave me, so I can't really do that anymore. We'll just grab the first sporty things we see. We kind of sort of throw whatever together, don't we now? Basketball top. Sporty shorts. I'm not sure if I have any sort of sporty shorts. Oh, there we go. Sporty skirt. Close enough. Headgear. Bicycle helmet. Sure. And... that's probably good enough. We should probably wear shoes though. Oh my god, my Joy-Con drift, please stop. We have sneakers somewhere. There we go. that is a good enough situation. Get rid of this for now, just for now. What was I saying? So yeah, we did a bit of paintballing. Very interesting. Oh yeah, you shoot guns are filled with little pellets of paint in, and they shoot very fast, to be honest. And the pellets have a bit of structure to them, so they're not like, they won't just like explode if you like touch them or squeeze them a bit too hard. I mean, maybe if you squeeze them really hard, well, not really hard, but like decently hard. So the thought being that you shoot your little paintball gun, hit someone and explodes with paint, and then it's a very obvious hit marker, I suppose, on them. And you tag them, and then you can do a lot of different game modes, like we did your regular deathmatch, where if the paint explodes on you, you're out. Oh, I didn't actually realise she had more things to give us. A LaBelle knit shirt. What does this look like then? It just kind of looks like a LaBelle t-shirt, to be honest. Don't mind us just changing in front of you, LaBelle. Anyway. Yeah, we did a regular deathmatch where you get shot, and if a paintboard explodes on you, you're out. We had another mode where it's like King of a Hill, basically. Capture of a fort, I guess. There's like a central point in the middle, and whoever's holding it by the time runs out wins. And that's all good fun. I gotta say, the amount of times that you get shot in paintballing and the paintball doesn't explode, surprisingly high. I think most of the times I got shot, the paintball didn't explode, which is, I don't know, maybe that's just a side product of that paintballing arena we went to. I'm not sure if arena is the right word. Location? Location doesn't sound like the right word either. I don't know. And I gotta say, paintballing, it does sting kind of a bit. It's honestly, I thought it'd be insanely painful. I thought it would like, I don't know what I was expecting, because you always hear about the fact that paintballing extraordinarily hurts. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I got hit and I was like, oh, I didn't feel a thing, or do that again. Well, let's not go down that road, I suppose. It hurts and you're like, ow, a little bit, but you sort of keep going. It's not like, I don't know. I don't know what I'd describe it to, if you've never been. I don't know, the recommendation is that you wear thick clothing though, such that it sort of minimises the pain. I didn't wear all that thick clothing, which is, you know, on me. To be honest, can we give presents to Raymond yet? Yo, dear. Tired of us using the same old reactions? Well, you're in luck. It's random acting lesson time with your host, Raymond. Okay, so let's say you want to look self-satisfied, but in a charming movie star kind of way. I got just the thing, grease up those teeth and get ready to smile wide, just like this. Mischief? You find smirking excuse just the right amount of confidence. Use it well, crisp. Ah, we've only got one more reaction left. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, we can give stuff to him. I don't know why I sang it as like a Littlest Pet Shop song or something. Yeah, so you're meant to wear thick clothing. I didn't really wear that thick clothing. I wore like leggings and a sweater. So it was, you know, things hit me. They hurt. Mostly got shot on my legs, to be honest, surprisingly, man. My legs have a gun. I didn't really get hit on the top. Like some other people, because obviously you can't, there's only 4 of us, you can't really do paintball. Well, you can do paintballing, I imagine, with just 4 of you, but it's a bit boring. You probably don't see many people. So we were paired, well, not paired up, tripled up? We were matched up with 2 other groups. All of which, who by the way, were very, like, beefy gym lads, most of them look like. They're very much lads on tour, and I suppose we kind of marginally were as well. Not really. Lads and lass on tour, I suppose. But very nice people. I don't know, but they didn't perpetuate, like, they were just hilarious people, to be honest. Of course, I wasn't very good at understanding their Welsh accent, so a lot of times I was speaking and I was just like, haha, Awkward laughter. But no, they're pretty good. They're much better than me. I'm very terrible at paintballing, it turns out. Or I'm very conservative, I should say. I was having a conversation with, wow, mosquito spawn already? Oh, it just turned 5, that's why. Had a conversation with, like, William or someone about it afterwards. I was like, I just actually can't see anything through the scope. Well, I say scope in quotation marks. It wasn't really a scope. You just had, like, iron sights, I suppose. Oh, hello, present. We should really shoot more of these presents down because, We need to shoot 100 of them to actually get the golden slingshot. We already gave some to you? I had a rumour you were catching sea creatures left and right yesterday. Well, am I mistaking you for a mermaid, I hear? Being a good diver is a good skill for an island dweller to have, I suppose. Bravo to you, Poppet. No, paintballing. But yeah, it's like really hard to aim, damn it. Especially because you've got like this really big like container at the top, holding all the paintballs. What are you wearing? Oh, this is a thing Rowan gave you yesterday. A really good like big paintball container at the top, so it's sort of like, it's not like completely in the way or something, because it's actually kind of to the side, but it's a pretty big like blocker in your vision, isn't it? A biker jacket, like a leather biker jacket. That sounds like it'd suit you pretty well, Amelia, to be honest. Yeah, and there's a lot of time like, I mean, I don't really know how to hold a gun. I've never done like rifle shooting. I did archery. I know how to fire a bow and arrow pretty well, or decently well. I wouldn't say pretty well. I didn't like go to competitions or anything like that. I just know how to sort of do it. So I went to archery club for a little bit. Oh yeah, these are the things we have to donate. Let's donate these now. Right in the middle of a conversation, I suppose. Yeah, so I don't really know how to hold a gun. I don't really know how to aim it properly. I know like conceptually from video games, but you know the video games character, they do it seamlessly and effortlessly line it up for you. And I try and line it up and I'm like, I know where this is going. I mean, I shoot and I'm like, wow, there's a massive bullet drop, because you know you're firing not something at bullet speeds. You're firing something at, you just want to not, you know, seriously injure the person you're shooting at. You just want to hit them with like a tiny pellet. So of course there's a massive bullet drop, so you had to sort of aim up a bit. But anyway, hold on. The sweet shrimp spends the first few years of its life as a male. It then transitions into a female as it ages. Huh. Interestingly, it's hardly alone in this type of development cycle. A certain deer, I know. Indeed, a great variety of marine creatures can change their biological sex as they age. Clownfish, some sea stars, and sea bass among them. Oh yeah, clownfish, there's definitely one of them. Hoo-hoo, the ocean is full of a great many wonders. Huzzah to that, I say. Rather says trans rights. And there you have it. Yeah, clownfish is one of them as well, isn't it? It's like one female or something. And then like when if a female dies, the next like highest ranking male becomes a female or something like that. I can't remember exactly. That's why they said like Marlin is slowly becoming female in Finding Nemo technically, because whatever's Nemo's mum, spoilers, died at the start of the movie. Can't remember her name. The turban shell is a sea snail with a rather nifty trick up its sleeve. No, shell. You see, the snail carries a hard round button-like operculum with it wherever it goes. What is an operculum, you ask? Well, it's a trapdoor of sorts. When danger approaches, the snail slips into its shell and pulls its trapdoor closed over the opening. Thus it is locked safe and sound inside. And bravo, I say, bravo. When trouble comes knocking, just do what the turban shell does. Shut the door and turn out the lights. You can't run from your problems forever, Blowers. To be fair, you face them sort of head on, because you're running a whole museum dedicated, well, 1/4 of it dedicated to your biggest fear. So there you go. Those are the two things we found. We got the horseshoe crab and the clam still to find. We can't find the horseshoe crab now, but we can find the clam now. Yeah, paintballing. It's really hard to aim. You know, video game characters, they line it up for you. They know where to look. You just know that middle of the screen where that dot is. That's where you shoot. That's where you'll hit. Unless you're playing like, I don't know, PUBG, something with bullet drop, which I don't really play. We've got Labelle visiting, so we don't need to look for Gulliver. We've got a present to give you, Lily, oh Lily. So it's really difficult, to be honest. A lot of times I also just like, I'm not a very, as you can tell, not enthusiastic person, but like I'm a very low-key sort of person. I was like, I'm not going to get super into it. First round, immediately like army crawling, like sliding in behind barriers and stuff already. I don't know, something about the fact it's on a battleground sort of puts you into that mindset. I know not like an actual battleground, it's very different from a war zone, and I'm not talking about Call of Duty. It's considerably safer and all that, but you know, something about it, I just committed hard to it. My shoes, by the way, got absolutely wrecked. Like, not like destroyed, but they were super, super dirty and muddy by the end of it. I've got to remind myself to water these blue rose potential producers, because I've been forgetting to water my flowers. Most days I didn't water them last night because I could not be bothered. Plus, the blue rose is the only thing we got left. So it's sort of like, I really need 3. There we go. We don't need to water all the others that religiously. They're only there to produce more flowers of flowers we already got, to be honest. So yeah, yeah, you get super into it. Something about the situation just hypes you up for it, you know, like crawling along the ground and sliding and stuff. We bought like, I think 500 pellets or something, and we had like, I don't know how long we played for. It went by in a flash though. We had 3 rounds. I assume the rounds must be like 15 minutes-ish each, roughly. So we played kind of, or maybe 20 minutes. That might make more sense for about an hour. That can't be right. Because didn't we start like at 9 and then we ended near lunchtime? Honestly, I have no idea how long we played for. Oh yeah. Bum bum bum. So we bought like 500 pellets, and I like barely fired. I think I probably fired less than like 150 or so, maybe 200 pellets. Maybe we didn't buy 500. I felt like we bought 500. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly. We bought for what seems like more than enough for one morning, I suppose, of paintballing. My friends were joking. They were like, "Oh man, dear, she's gonna be so so trigger happy. She's gonna hold her finger down on the trigger, non-stop shooting, that sort of thing." And turns out apparently I'm incredibly conservative with that sort of thing. I also had a chat with William about this later, and I was like, I mean, like, I didn't see a lot of people most of the time, so like I saw them, but I was like, oh, they're far too way to like fire anything at them and hit them. And William was just like, yeah, I just kind of fired anyway. Which explains why William, he burned through all his pellets in the first 2 rounds, so I gave him like half of my pellets in the 3rd round, and then he also burned through all of those in the 3rd round. Maybe it was the first round. No, first or 2nd round he burned through a lot of his pellets, and I was like, I'm barely firing anything, you can have like most of my pellets. So I gave him most of mine for like the 3rd round, or like the 3rd session we did, and then he burned through all of them, and I still had like 50 left, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I had like a bonus round being like, oh, Sylvana, why have you done this to me? Hello you, glad you stopped by, hee hee. A little squirrel recently told me something, but I thought I should ask you if it's true, hee hee. So is it true you're super into horror? Yep. I have to admit, I'm not the most knowledgeable squirrel about horror. That's not to say I'm not interested in learning more though. I'd love to hear you talk all about comics. Well, the only comics I read is manga sometimes, and that's about it. I don't read other comics. And the only horror comics I read are Junji Ito stuff. So, I don't know, go search it up. It's kind of grotesque. Savannah, I'm not really sure if it's your sort of thing, but, you know, prove me wrong. Oh, I didn't put down any of the pink flowers. That's my bad. What was I saying? It was something about paintballing. Oh yeah, I'm just too conservative with it, apparently. I'm not enough of an adrenaline junkie. Well, actually, it's not true, because I do like adrenaline-inducing things. Shooting a gun, not one of them. I was not very trigger happy. I was trigger sad. I was trigger unhappy. Well, I barely shot anything. But it was good, because William was trigger happy, so we balanced each other out, and I could just give him most of my bullets. Or pellets. Paintballs. Yeah, some of them had a 4th round where they just used up all their remaining paint pellets. It's fun, don't get me wrong. Paintballing is kind of fun. It's not something I do by myself or seek out more activities, but if like a friend was like, hey, we want to do some paintballing again or something, let's invite a load of people to have some paintballing. Find you in, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm in. I'm down to do it with friends, but like by myself is a bit more. It didn't capture me as much, I should say. It's not even the pain, it's just I don't get much enjoyment out of a firing gun, I suppose. Like I shoot it and I'm like, huh. I think it's probably because it's really hard to hit anything unless you're kind of good at shooting or whatever. So I guess maybe the satisfaction I would get, a lost book, a lost item. The satisfaction I would get from it would be from hitting someone, but I couldn't really tell. I was like looking through the trees and be like, did I hit you? I don't know. It's an autograph book, but it's covered with all kinds of sparkly stickers. It's making my eyes hurt. This is absolutely oldies. It's a good thing all our villagers very much play into their personality stereotypes, so it's very easy to identify any lost objects belonging to them, huh? Who are we not giving stuff to? Rodeo? Audi? I don't know. Rodeo? Audi? Oh, Sylvana. Because she was sitting down. Oh, small cut there. What's I talking about? A vacuum cleaner. Thank you, Audie. Why don't we give you a gift as well while we're at it? Oh, paintballing. Something about paintballing. There's something else I was going to bring up. Oh yeah, they also had what was called a surrender rule, which I'd imagine a lot of paintballing places have, because it seems reasonable to me. Because paintballing, the paintball guns fire paintballs pretty fast, and if you're pretty, like less than a meter or two away from someone and you shoot them, it's gonna like really hurt and sting. So they have a surrender rule where it's like if you're in close proximity to someone and you yell out surrender, it's basically giving them the option to surrender and not be shot from point blank range. And they'll just be like, alright, you got me, I walked off. And I will say most of my hits on other people were definitely from surrenders. Like, I didn't hit all that many people, mainly because I didn't shoot much, and I also played really far back when defending, and I was like last line of defense. Excuse me, game. I'd like to move, please. I immediately forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, most of my hits were surrender hits. And like, I don't know. Apparently that's what I'm good at, just like sneaking around the side and then just jumping out and people going, surrender! There's one time I was like, one of their like, I don't know how to describe it, maps, I guess? It's not really a map, but you know, like map in real life. What's a word? Arenas, I guess? Was based around these two bridges, like over across a river, quite. It wasn't an actual river, it was a make-believe river, because I guess having an actual coursing river through is probably very expensive and rather dangerous. So I had these two bridges going over this river. Oh, more weeds. And the bridges had like walls on the side, so you know you can like hide behind and stuff, and they had like stairways going up them and that sort of thing. And I was defending my base along with some other guy who I can't remember. Why am I over here? I was going to plant some pink flowers, that's what I was doing. So I was hiding around the corner, and then I heard people coming up, and I was just like just waiting one my time. When I heard them just up top of the stairs, I like leapt out the side and went surrender. Well, not like leapt, I more like flopped out the side, because I was like, it was a very low wall, so I was sort of like crouched down, and then like I didn't want to like jump up and outwards, so I sort of just like rolled onto my side. I went in surrender, and then they shot me anyway, probably in panic or whatever. Got a triple kill apparently that way, because apparently there was 3 of them on that staircase. It's a good thing about surrender, because you don't actually, it's sort of like an auto aim lock on scenario. Oh, I was going to try and give a present to Savannah again. That's probably not going to happen. Why don't we drop off these recipes here for someone who will never use them, sell some stuff, and I guess we'll spend a few minutes doing a bit of deep sea diving, seeing if we can get a clam. Actually, we've only got 5 minutes, we should just jump in now. So clam and horseshoe crab, 2 things are missing. We can only catch a clam right now. It's very good. It's basically like auto lock on, so even if there's like 5 people in a room and you're close to all of them and you jump out of them and yell surrender, then it's basically like you locked on and got 5 hits. So you don't actually have to shoot them all individually, and spares them the pain of point blank being hit. Is that an oyster? Yeah. I don't know what a clam looks like in this game. I know what a clam looks like in real life. So that's pretty good. Like I got one like actual kill, quote quote, with I should probably not call them kills. One hit, I suppose, on someone with the actual paintballs, which is, you might say, that's not a lot for like 3 hours of paintballing or whatever we did. It can't have been 3 hours, that's way too long. For 3 rounds of paintballing, or 3 sessions of paintballing that we did, not sessions. It was like, but they're not rounds either, it was more like 6 rounds, it was like 2 mini rounds per round. Does that make sense? Whatever. And you'd be right, I'm not a good shot. I'm not a good shot. And that's about it. And then I got like 6 or something surrender hits, quote quote. Just jumping out and people yelling surrender. Was it 6? Maybe it wasn't 6. I can't quite remember. It's somewhere around there. It's a good rule. It's a good rule for people like me who are not very good at shooting things. And everything worked out. So paintballing is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, the whole reason I was talking about paintballing is because when I was having a wash, I think this is something I said right at the beginning and I never actually finished off that sentence. I got shot in the legs quite a few times and I was just looking at my bruise. I might be able to look at it right now. Mid-video. I'm not going to obviously show you anything. It's still there. It's still, that's the biggest bruise I got. It's like a physical bump you can feel on my leg. Like the day after, maybe I should have taken a picture of it or something. It was rather purplish. Now it's like a sort of browny yellow, I don't know. And it's still there. I was just having a wash and I was like, wow, this is still here. I don't know if it still hurts if I poke it. No, it feels a bit sore, but it doesn't really hurt. It just kind of feels a bit weird. I should probably, obviously not going to poke it. Probably best to let it heal up and all that, right? It's just, yeah, they really leave a mark. Like some of the other boys, not in my circle of friends, the ones we were like grouped up with, they were really shot. I guess they were far more Rambo than I was. Like I was playing super safe most of the time. Apart from one time, I was just like, I'm really bored of sort of just sitting here. I'm just going to charge forward. Charge forward, got a surrender kill. Oh, actually, yeah, that was another one person I shot, I think, with a paintball gun. And then I got hit a lot in retaliation. And you're meant to like put your like hand up or whatever to be like, oh, you got me. I'm surrendering, walking back to base. They still shot me, to be honest. Got shot like at least 12 times as I was walking back. I don't hold a grudge against that or anything. I understand the fun in it. However, I'm glad I got some satisfaction or something from it. Or maybe perhaps I didn't see my hand, I don't know. I'm not going to assume malice. It's a good way to build up unnecessary anger, shall we say. I do want a clam though. Haven't found a clam. Clam, where are you, clam? It's not a clam. Not a clam. Something else I was going to say. Yes, I didn't get hit a lot, but some of the other people got hit massively. Like they took off their top, and like their entire back was just like covered with bruises from the paintball guns. They hurt. They hurt a lot. Oh, hello Pascal. You got some wise words for us this time? Perhaps a new recipe or so? I just notice you wear a knit hat in the water. That's brave. And denim? Denim jeans in the water? Maybe they're not denim, they might be cotton. A vest is like, it's a square root of a jacket. And like, a hat is just, the hair squared. There's a lot of math in clothes. What? Excuse me, Pascal? I don't even know what that's meant to mean, but sure. We'll just swim away from it, I suppose. Clear out an inventory, and then round this off. So yeah, paintballing, TLDR, hurts. If you get shot a lot. Or if you're like me, and someone who just does mostly sneaking around rather than upfront shooting. Still hurts. You just get shot less. I know, I have a pretty high pain tolerance anyway, so it wasn't like that bad. But maybe that's because I was much more sneaky with how I played, I suppose. Maybe we don't have any more recipes, he's only giving us pearls now. I don't really know how it works. Yeah, should we round this off here then? So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Join the Discord server if you want, or if you don't, I don't know. Hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell, as Vivian says something. A suit with a stand-up collar. How indeed. Well, okay. For now, it's actually our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.